Welcome to the series of Blender tutorials. This tutorial is about how to change window types in Blender 2.59. This script has been contributed by Bhanu Prakash and edited by Monisha Banerjee. After watching this tutorial, we shall learn how to resize any window in the Blender interface, how to toggle between different windows, how to split the windows and merge them back together, and how to maximize any window into full screen mode. I assume that you know the basic elements of the Blender interface. If not, then please refer to our earlier tutorial, Basic Description of the Blender Interface. We have already seen different types of windows that are present in the Blender interface. These windows can be resized. Move the mouse cursor to the left edge of the outliner window. We see a double-headed arrow. Now, left-click and drag your mouse. The outliner window resizes as the mouse moves. Now, move the mouse cursor to the bottom edge of the outliner window. Again, we see a double-headed arrow. Left-click and drag your mouse. The outliner window resizes as the mouse moves. This is how we can resize any window in the Blender interface. Now, let's see how to toggle between the different windows of the Blender interface. Go to the left-hand corner of the 3D view. Here is a button with up and down arrows displaying the current editor type. Left-click on the button. A menu opens containing different window options. This is Editor Type menu. This menu is present at the left-hand corner of every window in the Blender interface and is used to toggle between the different windows. Move your mouse on the menu options. For shortcut, you can use the up and down arrow keys on your keyboard. Left-click on UV or Image Editor. The 3D view has changed to the UV Image Editor. Left-click on the Editor Type menu again and select 3D view. Now, we are back to the 3D view. So, this is how you can toggle between different windows using Editor Type menu. The default 3D view can be divided into 4 parts. There are 2 ways to divide the 3D view. First, left-click View at the bottom left corner of the 3D view, next to Editor Type menu. Select the second option from the top that says Toggle Quad View. For shortcut, press Ctrl, Alt and Q. The 3D view is divided into 4 different views: Top View, Front View, Right View and Camera View. You will find this very useful when modeling and animating in Blender. Press Ctrl, Alt and Q to disable the quad view. Press spacebar and type toggle in the search area. Select the option Toggle Quad View from the list. This is the second method for enabling the quad view. Press Ctrl, Alt and Q to disable the quad view again. We are back to Blender's default camera view. Apart from the 5 different windows which are present in the Blender interface by default, you can also add new windows to the Blender interface by dividing the area. Again, there are 2 ways to do this. Let me demonstrate this in the outliner window. Move your mouse cursor to the 3 slanted lines or hatched lines on the bottom left corner of the outliner window till a plus sign appears. Hold left click and drag your mouse to the right. The outliner window is now divided into 2 new panels. Each new panel has its own set of tools. Now, to merge the 2 new panels back together, we use the same method. The right panel needs to be merged back into the left one. Move your mouse cursor to the hatched lines at the bottom left corner of the right outliner panel till the plus sign appears. Hold left click and drag your mouse towards the left panel. The panel is shaded and a clear arrow sign appears over it. Release left click. The 2 windows are merged. Now, let's see the second way to divide the window area. First, we will divide the outliner window horizontally. Move your mouse cursor to the left edge of the outliner window till a double-headed arrow appears. Right-click on the arrow sign. Left-click Split Area. Drag your mouse to the middle of the outliner window. A horizontal line appears along with a double-headed arrow. Left-click to lock the position. The outliner window is now divided into 2 new horizontal panels. Just like before, each panel has its own set of tools. Now, let's merge the new panels back together in the same way. Move your mouse cursor to the horizontal edge between the 2 new panels till a double-headed arrow appears. Right-click and select Join Area. Move your mouse over any one panel, top or bottom. I am choosing the bottom panel. The chosen panel is shaded and a clear arrow sign appears over it. Left-click the shaded panel. The 2 panels are merged back together. Now, try to divide the outliner window vertically and merge the new panels back together again. Move your mouse cursor to the bottom edge of the outliner window till a double-headed arrow appears. Right-click on the arrow sign. Left-click Split Area. Drag your mouse to the middle of the outliner window. A vertical line appears along with the double-headed arrow. Left-click to lock the position. The outliner window is now divided into 2 new vertical panels. Move your mouse cursor to the vertical edge between the 2 new panels till a double-headed arrow appears. Right-click and select Join Area. Move your mouse over any one panel, left or right. I am choosing the right panel. The chosen panel is shaded and a clear arrow sign appears over it. Left-click the shaded panel. The two panels are merged back together. Now, let's see how we can rearrange the location of different panels in the Properties window. For example, we want the Layers panel to be on top of the Render panel. Move the mouse cursor to the three slanted lines at the top right corner of the Layers panel. Press and hold left click and drag your mouse upwards. The Layers panel moves to the top of the Render panel. Now, let's see how to maximize any particular window or switch to full screen mode in Blender. Move your mouse cursor to any window. I am selecting the 3D view. Press Ctrl and up arrow button on your keyboard. The 3D view has now been maximized to full screen mode. To exit from full screen mode, press Ctrl and down arrow key on your keyboard. We are back to Blender's default view. This can be done to any window. So, this is how we resize any window, toggle between different windows, split the windows and merge them back together in Blender. Now, create a new file and try to toggle the 3D view into quad view. Split the outliner window and merge the new panels back. In the Properties window, move the Output panel to the top of the Render panel. And maximize the 3D view into full screen mode. This tutorial is created by Project Oscar and supported by the National Mission on Education through ICT. More information on the same is available at the following links: oscar.iitb.ac.in and spoken-tutorial.org/nmeict-intro. Thanks for joining us. And this is Monisha from IIT Bombay signing off.